Some will judge you in the calm before the storm. Many will doubt you when you are in the eye of the storm, but the greatest response to either of these is when you show them that you are the storm. It's fight week again. Munich, we are coming. This is Octagon Hype. Let's go. We're back, it's fight week at last. It has felt like forever, but finally we are staring down the tunnel, down the pipe of an event. Munich, we are coming to you this Saturday night. My name is Brian Lacey. As always, I am here and joined by the man himself, Josh Goodgen. Yeah!
Wow, the crowd goes wild.
I'm excited, mate, can you tell?
Mate, I'm with you, I'm right up there. It feels like a lifetime since Prague. This is the first one of the year. I'm pumped, man.
Oh, and it's Munich. I've only stopped on layovers in Munich airport. I've never been into the city. I mean, this is one of the exciting things, right? You're now jumping on these journeys and coming along. It's not just about the event, right? We're going to get to see the beautiful city of Munich as well.
That's like, what talk about perks of the job, eh? We get to visit all these amazing cities across Europe. I've been to Munich, mate. It's all a bit of a blur because they've got some... You've been? Yes, I have.
This is his manor. This is his gaff. Go on,
Like
then.
I said, it's a little bit blurry because they've got some exceptional beer over there that come in these big steins, and I've spent the weekend drinking them before. So maybe it'll like a first for me as well.
I've just done dry January as well. So
right.
This could be an absolute car crash. But look, what won't be a car crash is this week's episode. Let me tell you what we've got in store for you. We are, of course, going to talk about this upcoming card. Octagon 39 goes down this Saturday night in that beautiful city of Munich in the Audi Dome. Almost sold out. I think it will be sold out by the time we actually open those doors and that cage door for some of that beautiful violence. On top of that, we've got some fight announcements for you. We've got an interview with the one, the only, the lightweight champion, now heading down to that 145 pound, that featherweight division, Losene Keita. And Josh, got to tell you, we got a very good response to Octagon news last week, and the big bosses gave me a call and they said, look, we like what you're doing with Octagon news. They've given me a budget to take this Octagon news to the next level. You ready?
I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go! Wait there. I'll be back. Well, go. What are we saying?
Significant improvement, for sure.
I told you. They have pulled out the big guns for this one. Right. Welcome back to Octagon News. My name is Chub Krakenass, and these are the Octagon headlines. First up, title fight announcements. Gustavo Lopez and Jonas Magard will face each other in a unification bout for the bantamweight title in Liberec on April 15th. Next up, Patrick Kinsella will finally face off against Carlos Vermola May 20th in the O2 Prague Arena. Entertainment news next. Gustavo Lopez has finally followed Brian Lacey on Instagram. People started to panic as Carlos Vermola was invited to a fancy dress party but asked not to come as Terminator. The theme was famous composers. He said, "Don't worry, I'll be back." So next, Octagon make the trip to Munich for the very first time. We got comments from Germany's most famous fighter, Christian Eklund, on just how excited he is to see Octagon make this trip to Munich.
I go directly to my balls, and in this moment I feel what I feel.
Thank you, Christian. In other news, the final spot in the Tipsport Gamechanger tournament has been claimed by none other than the Spanish fighter Tato Primera. Deep breaths were heard around the world, not from Spanish fans, from Andre Novotny preparing to announce his full name in the cage again.
José Antonio Martin Hayes, el espectáculo Tato Primera.
In other entertainment news, Kundasaki, the famous Octagon presenter, is now part of the Survivor TV series. We asked Christian Eklund how he felt about Kundasaki joining the team.
I go directly to my balls, and in this moment I feel what I feel.
Thank you, Christian. Next up, Stage to the Cage star Paul Smith, comedian, took his tour to the 3 Olympia Stadium in Dublin. While he was there, he got to train at the world-famous SBD gym under John Kavanagh. John Kavanagh was keen to show him how martial arts had helped him mature as a man. We asked our interview on the scene to get a comment from John on how Paul was doing in his training so far. John pushed the interviewer over, farted, ran away and said, nah, you can't catch me. In other news, Stefan Putz is still totally mad. And finally, here on Octagon News, we bring you sad news of the passing of our weather girl, Ivana Kisyu. Unfortunately, the drink finally got to her. She wasn't an alcoholic. She got hit by a Guinness truck. Tributes have come flooding in for Ivana. Pavel Neruda said her energy was effervescent. When she entered the room, people wanted to be near her. She was like a sun that never sets, only spreading love and light through the world. Andrei Novotny, he said, she was the first woman that could ever make love to me and beat me in an arm wrestle at the same time. And Christian Eklund said, I go directly to my balls, and at this moment, I feel what I feel. Thank you, Christian. Now, obviously, as she was part of the show, we would like to do our own little tribute to Ivana, so let's show you her best bits now. Come on! Who's editing this? That's disgusting. Show us that beautiful voice of hers.
Oui.
How we miss Ivana, but with every dark cloud there does come a silver lining. And at the funeral, I actually met her long lost sister, who just happens to be a travel news reporter, Sheila Never Kiss You. Let's go to Sheila Never Kiss You with the travel report now. Listen, mate. Whoa. Sheila, I know you're sad. I know you're mourning. But I did say we've upped the budget. We've upped the budget of this show. So if you just feel to the left of that desk with the bright lights on it, see where the bright lights are. I feel we did add a bit. We've spent just around there. Just have a little fiddle there. There you go. Now come on, Sheila. This is TV. This is the big time. Let's go.
You're having my life, mate.
Let's go. Come on, Sheila. Pop it on.
It's not happening.
Pop it on. Get it on. No, on your lips, Sheila.
Wait.
A bit of blusher then, but all over. I want those voluptuous lips.
There we go.
Red.
Let's go.
Sheila Never Kiss You with the travel.
Thanks, Brian. Expect traffic between Belgium and Germany this weekend as the Keita army make their way across the border. Back to you, Brian.
That was Octagon News.
No!
My watch. It smells.
It's awful.
So bad. Oh my goodness. So, let's talk a little bit about some of that news. The fights, Jonas Magard versus Gustavo Lopez, and Gustavo, who's now followed me. That's exciting, right?
Yeah, that's really exciting. It's about time, isn't it?
About time, Gustavo. About time. Finally, the pressure of the fans has come through. But I'm surprised at how quickly that is happening. With the injury Jonas Magard has suffered, the 3 bones broken in his cheek. That's amazing recovery, right? And that's exciting that we're not having to wait for that unification bout. I thought we were going to be looking into July possibly, but for it to be coming in Liberec in April, it's a seriously good matchup.
Oh, it's amazing. It just goes to show how much Lopez wants to set his mark within the division. He wants to be a unified champion. Let's get it done. And it's nice to see that he has recovered so well from his injury as well.
The other exciting news, Kinsel versus Vermola, May 20th. It's been re-signed. Now, this is a fight I genuinely thought we'd lost. Kinsel was then going to come down to the Gamechanger. Goodness knows what they've done to pull him out of that tournament to get him to re-sign to fight Carlos Vermola. but I don't know what superstitions you've got, but between now and May the 20th, I won't be walking under ladders, stepping on cracks. What other superstitions?
Cracking mirrors.
Cracking mirror. I won't be doing any of that. I will be just closing my eyes, crossing my fingers and hoping and praying that this fight comes off May 20th at the Prague Arena.
Yeah, that's so exciting. Like, we almost had it just before in the new year. So to see it come back around again, that is one for the ages.
And it's got to happen. They have got so much history, so much bad blood. The fact that other fight fell through, the way it fell through, the announcement of him going into hospital just before Kinsel was on the stage in Ostrava for the press conference. It was madness, a roller coaster. So hopefully it will come off. What has also come round is coming very quickly is the Gamechanger, Tipsport Gamechanger tournament. There's been some huge announcements. Obviously, Tato Primera claiming that last spot out of the 16. That's fantastic. Really, really excited to see him in there. They've dropped a few of the fights already on the launch into this. I'm not going to go through all of them, but there's some, and one in particular that stood out for me: John Hathaway versus Mate Sanikidze. Hathaway in the tournament. First of all, Josh, that's as UK fans and people are looking around and trying to grow this sport in this country. That's a huge name to get, right?
Yeah, and like, obviously he had such a dominant performance on his comeback fight for Octagon. To then get thrown straight in for the €1 million is incredible. And like, if I were writing this as a story and I were writing this as a movie, if he pulls this off, imagine.
Wow, exactly what you said. 8 years away from the sport, coming back, winning that victory in Frankfurt, and now up for the chance of earning more money than he's ever earned in the fight before. If he gets to that 300,000 mark in the final, like you said, it's movie stuff, absolutely movie stuff. So we're going to do a special episode on the run into that. We are going to get you primed and hyped for the launch of Tipsport Gamechanger. That happens on March the 4th. However, they are dropping promos left, right and centre. And the quality, I mean, we always talk about the quality of the promos, but I'm going to show you one of them. This is the promo for Alex Lahore in his search for his share of that €1 million.
Oh, look at that! He is back!
Am I in the tournament?
Yeah, you are in the tournament. Congratulations.
I am the Killer King. I will be fighting for the Tipsport Gamechanger. I also will be representing France and the UK. Both countries who made me the man who I am today.
Number 3 in the rankings, French fighter Alex Lahore, the holder of 5 European welterweight titles, is ready to conquer the biggest European tournament.
I've had a tough upbringing, starting my life in France, living in the ghetto of France, and for a better life, my mum sent me to the UK. I've started MMA, and now I am in one of the biggest tournaments in Europe. I fight for my family. My kids are born in the UK. My wife is from the UK. So I also will be representing the UK. My first thought when I heard the prize money, I need to get that and I will get there. The Game Changer is an opportunity for me to actually change my life. With the team that I have now, there's no reason why I can't win that tournament. I'm the king of the welterweight division. There's no one that can trouble me at welterweight. Pour la France et l'Angleterre, je serai le vainqueur du tournoi Tipsport Gamechanger. On lâche pas, on va tout casser. Ne ratez pas ça et allez.
What a promo.
Mate.
Viva la France, right?
Viva la France.
Unbelievable.
The shot in front of the bridge in London.
Taking the mask off and in front of Tower Bridge.
In front of Tower Bridge.
In London, talking about his family, talking about what this money will mean, the way, like, not game changer, life changer. His first fight is Pirat Kristofic. Both have fought at middleweight. Christophish has held the belt at middleweight, now coming down to welterweight. Outstanding stuff, as is the Munich card. Now, one of the things that we were all hoping for after the event on December 30th, Octagon 38, when Losene Keita won that fight against Milan Palic, was that he would be fit and ready to step in and be on the opening card of the year. Our wishes were answered, and your wishes, all those people have messaged me to say, can we get Losene Keita on Octagon Hype again? They have been answered too, because here he is, the 155-pound champ, making his 145-pound debut in Munich, is with us now. So we welcome, you got King across your chest, King of the lightweight division, a man heading, trying to be King of the featherweight division as well, the one, the only Losene Keita. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. Happy to be back.
I just said you look amazing, right? This is your journey to 145. I said you look like Losene Keita's little brother.
Yeah, like I say, I hope with the same power.
Oh my goodness. Well, listen, firstly, thank you for joining us on Octagon Hype now. I don't know if you felt a big difference over the last 6 or 12 months with the way fans are interacting with you, but the person I get the most requests to get on this show is you, my friend. I get it. Even if I put you on every week, people would still want more of you. So what's that like? What do you think about how fans have taken to Keita?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. That mean, it's also a little bit pressure. That mean I must compete well. I must, how do you say, my next fight must be 100% good. So yeah, it's good. I like pressure,
You are coming up to your debut at featherweight against Samuel Bark as well in Munich. When this fight was announced, people were hoping it was going to be you versus Sanikidze. That was what people were thinking was going to happen. Tell us what happened to that fight.
I don't know. Sanikidze was making fun of me, and I wanted that fight, and I thought he wanted that fight also. Like, you can make fun of somebody if you don't want that fight. It's a little bit weird. I like trash talking. I don't mind. It's funny even, and it makes sometimes MMA interesting. Even MMA also good. But if you make a trash talk, back it up, then you will be a champ. But now, he don't want that fight, and like I say, I'm the one who's supposed to fight for that title, even before him, because I was the one who beat Pushinger, and since that day, I say I want to fight for that belt 66. Normally, Octagon shouldn't ask me about that belt. Why you don't fight for that belt? But they didn't ask me nothing about that belt. I just saw 2 other persons fight for that belt. But like I thought, I didn't mind, because I thought Sanikidze have a big mouth. If he went, he want to fight me still, So I didn't mind. And now, he's talking. He want to go under. Now he's calling somebody else out,
What do you think of that then as well? Because he's got his eyes on keeping the 145-pound belt, but now he's also looking down, and he's made some funny posts about Lopez and Magard as well. What do you think of that? Do you feel like he's not got his eyes on you at all?
Yeah, I don't think so. That's I don't understand why having big mouth and then you don't want to back it up. Like I said, I don't mind his big mouth. It's funny. Like when he make me with the girl, I laugh. I say, damn, I look good like that, So, but like I say, you must back it up. It's like calling somebody mothers out, and then when that person see you in real life, you are like, it's a joke. I know it's a joke, but back it up already. You are a man, so I don't know why you want to go down, but he have business with me. Beating me will get him more hype than beating one of these guys. Not even an Octagon, even an MMA war. So I don't know why he don't want me. And he was the one who's.
So you've talked about business. You have got business coming up. You are going to make your debut at 145 against Samuel Bark. He's got a good record, 8-1, some good wins. Recently he fought the day after you did on actual New Year's Eve. Got a victory then. What's your thoughts on Samuel Bark, and what excites you about this matchup?
Samuel Bark is a very good fighter, hard chin, very hard, tough to break. So I know that, but like I say, if it's 50 minutes train, I already show you guys I can throw like 25 minutes, Even they don't go down, I can still throw. So for me, it's win, And yeah, it's gonna be a tough fight. You know, I don't expect a easy fight. I never expected. So maybe that's good because maybe that mentality is good to keep it. So no surprise there. And you know, so I'll be working again. I'm striking my shot because he's good in clinch and things like that. So yeah, I'll be working. I don't take it easy this fight, you know, because I know he's hungry. Like this guy be fighting like every week, you know, like in Muay Thai and now in MMA he be fighting like every month. So that means he's hungry, you know, and he's keep winning. So yeah, and now like I say, I'm not ready to lose yet. I don't want to lose, and I don't even think I'm gonna lose one day. So yeah, I want to beat this guy. No.
You talk about his background. So he's got that Muay Thai background. His MMA record, he's 8-1, but he's only been competing since 2021. So he's had all those fights in a very short period of time. With the Muay Thai skills he's got, do you think your last fight has kind of helped you prepare for maybe his style, the Palash fight? Do you think that might help you at all?
No. To tell you the truth, the fight with Palace, I never watched that fight because I was not good in that fight, and also Samuel Bakar is a different fighter. Like I will never compare it like somebody else to somebody else. Every fighter, I watch them and I train on them. I will not say, oh, I fight this guy like this. I will fight this guy like this. So no, he will not help me. So I rather watch him and train on him. So fight with Palace, I don't watch. Fight with Rashavi, I don't watch. Fight with Paradis, I don't watch. Even with Bush, he's another fighter, and man, my next opponent always gonna be the same, another opponent. So I'm not gonna say I need to learn from this. No. Just prepare on everything.
So let's talk about breaking him down then. Have you watched a lot of his fights? What weapons in particular do you think he's most dangerous with?
For me, I think he needs, and he is good at clinching, very good. And like his wrestle is he have like a good scramble, you know. So it's difficult to keep him down also. So he have a good scramble. But like I say, I want beating this guy will mean a lot of me, but I want to beat him in clean fashion, you know, like out striking him, you know, or striking the striker. Like I always do. Like I always challenge myself. Like taking the fight with big gloves with Palace was also a challenge for me, and now I want to do the same also with Samuel Bark. You know, and maybe you might see me go and clinch. You know, but, yeah, I like things like that because if I put in my head I'm one of the best fighters. I want to be one of the best fighters. I like to challenge myself. Like I'm like things like that. I be thinking the fight. Oh, do this. Maybe he gonna like my fight with Palace. I never throw knees, and I was like, I now throw knees. You know, like now you are a kickboxer. Throw knees. You know, I like to challenge myself. So maybe you're gonna see me clinching there with this guy. You know, I want to beat everything in their own sport. I don't care.
Let's just jump to the Palace fight again because it was a great fun fight. You look like you actually enjoyed that competition there, but the big turning point in it was the extra round.
Yeah.
Like, did you know there was going to be an extra round?
To tell you the truth, I didn't even know the rules. And then, like Octagon was proposing this. I just said yes. Before I had another opponent, they tell me the weight. I was not even sure I can make the weight. I just say yes. Yes to everything. I was open with everything. Like my Instagram was every day. People from China was please, you need to save this car. You need to fight at Auto Arena. Please. I was like, am I the only fighter in Octagon? Everybody was Auto Arena. So yeah, like everything Octagon said, I say yes. First, the fight with Palace was MMA gloves, and then they changed with the boxing glove. I still say yes. The weight, I still say yes. So yeah, for me, I didn't even know the rules. We go there, and the ref was telling me the rules, but he say Muay Thai rules. I was like, I don't even know Muay Thai rules. I say yes, don't worry, and I asked him, I just need to put the gloves and fight, yeah? He said yes. I said, okay, let's go then.
I can do this. This is my world.
If it's fighting, I can do that.
Amazing. And what was it like walking out to that crowd as well, to that full arena? Tell us about that emotions and where that sits in your I suppose, moments of your career.
Yeah, amazing. Like it was the first time my fans from Belgium didn't come with me, and the whole arena was singing my song. So for me, it felt good. I was even laughing, because they didn't even know the words, but everybody is screaming Keita. For me, it feels very great. I can't wait to do that workout again.
After the fight, you did make a call out. You did look towards me and said, Brian Lacey, there's no way that you're the best singer in Octagon.
Yeah, who tell you even you are the best singer in Octagon? That's supposed to be me, not you.
Dude, listen, what we have to do. Get your fight out of the way. Get the silly fight out of the way. Then me and you, karaoke bar. We take a camera crew. Let's go. Let's shake on this. Let's do this.
No,
as long as there's no gloves and no hitting, I'm in. All right? Deal.
No, my soft spots.
God bless you, man. God bless you. Also, it was your birthday. The whole crowd sang happy birthday to you, which was another amazing moment, just to look around the arena and have all these Czech and Slovakian fans singing your name for your birthday. What were the birthday celebrations like after the fight? What did Losene Keita do?
After the fight, I didn't celebrate it because I celebrated already my birthday there. I celebrated with you guys. I thought I get paid and the whole crowd sing my name. So I can't wish for a
How'd you beat that, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't need extra no more. For me, it was very good. It was a very good day.
With you talking about this fight and your career, what is the plan for the next 12 months? Because this is going to be your first fight at 145. Will you bounce between the two weight classes, 155 and 145? What's your plan for this year?
After this fight, I won the belt of 66, and then I defend my belt, and then we're gonna see what's the plan. And still undefeated, that's always the plan. I don't care who they gave me after I take the belt 66. I don't care who they gave me to defend my belt 70 weight. They can give me Ronnie, they can give me whatever they want. Like I say, I'm still here. I still want the W. I still want the W. So yeah.
You're fighting in Munich. So you fought in Germany before. That's where you claimed your belt. This is the first time Octagon have gone to Munich as well. Are you excited to fight in a new city, in a new arena?
Yeah, of course. It's new city, new arena. I never been to Munich before. It's very nice. And I can't wait, Like, amazing how Octagon do it. It's almost a lot. So full capacity. Fighting there also, and I have good experience with Germany. So yeah, can't wait to be there.
And is the Keita army coming? Have you got your fans coming from Belgium?
Now I like people who buy ticket directly from me. It's like 150 people.
Wow, that's it for me. It's one of the most exciting things about you being on the card is just being at the hotel with the music going. And we saw you at the Prague hotel. You were on the drums. You got skills, my friend. I didn't know you could play the drums.
Yeah, maybe with my workout I can do this.
I wouldn't doubt it. If Carlos Famola is allowed to come out on the throne, why can't we have Keita?
I wanted to do something like this because the guy who sing the song Keita, I wanted to do the workout with him singing, but I thought it's gonna be too much. I don't want to give them a headache. Just go do your fight and go home.
Listen, you can ask for this stuff. You are the champ at 155. You're one of the biggest stars in Octagon. I would love to see that.
Okay, now I'm gonna fucked up Andrew's head.
I will have the people phoning me saying, "Why did you say this? Why did you say this?" Let's talk about the fight again. So this is a 3-round fight. So that's good because we know you can go 5 rounds, but obviously that must be good for you knowing that you've only got 15 minutes to be in there. What's your predictions for the fight and how do you see it ending?
I never predict my fight like how I'm gonna end in a finishing of submission of KO. I never predict it, but the only thing I can predict, I'm gonna win, Brian. I don't know how, but the only thing I know I'm gonna win is that.
You also, this is always fascinates me as well with you. People don't remember that your first fight at lightweight was in Octagon, right? That was against Vishavi.
Yeah.
Before that, you were fighting at welterweight. I know you're working your way down, but now you've seen the Tipsport Gamechanger Were you tempted to go back to welterweight to have a look?
No, like I was fighting welterweight. I was walking around at 74, 73.
Wow.
You know, and I was fighting against guys that like this, you know. So now when I think back at it, I say no, I cannot do this. Like this guy, imagine me fighting against a king. You know, this guy is very big guy, you know. Okay, and striking, I can stand with him, I can stand up, but no, you know, it's I have already 2 divisions to keep busy, but the Tipsport is not one of my plan. Tipsport game or something.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on this game changer as far as what Octagon are doing with tournaments like this, €1 million as prize money? What do you think about that as far as how exciting it is for fighters to look at Octagon now as a place to come?
It's a shame they didn't do it at 70 kilo.
So you're saying if they did do it at 70 kilo next year, you would be there, right?
No, 66 kilo, they do even both at the same time, you know. Yeah, you'll be fine, but what 70? Yeah, 77. I don't know why they do that. I must talk about that. I don't know why it's 77 kilo, man. First you do 70, you know, you must build. You do 66, then 70, and then 77. But I'm gonna talk about this because it's not fair to us, you know.
Well, I love if they do both tournaments next year, say 66 and 70. Right. You could be in for €2 million, right? You could fight for both those, hey?
Of course.
There we go.
But I know why they do 70 because I think 77 is the most target division in Octagon. I think for the moment, I think, yeah.
I think so, yeah. Yes, it's the deepest roster and they're the longest reigning champion. So yeah,
there are also good fighters there, you know, and the signed good fighters, like the signed hard fighters like Melvin Soidam. Normally, I'm supposed to fight that guy also at 77, you know. So
wow,
yeah, and that guy is also a big guy. Yeah, I even have a video when like I did my third pro of 4 pro. I don't know, third or 4 pro against the black belt. I beat this guy in 1 and 3 second KO, and then Malvin was fighting. He was the main event. He was fighting for the title, and after I go to the cage, I challenge him. He say yes, and then after we didn't hear nothing from him.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's even excited me. When you look at the lineup they've got for this Tipsport Gamechanger, I don't expect you to know everybody, but is there anyone that you think stands out as having the best chance of winning that tournament?
I think this Octagon, this game changer gonna be a surprise, you know, big surprise. I think a lot of people think the home fighters gonna win, but I think it's gonna be a lot of surprise. I don't know their name really because I don't know everybody like I say, but I think new names will surprise a lot of people.
It's exciting. It's also exciting that we are only a few days away really from you making this 145-pound debut, and we've seen the waves you've made at 155. How is that journey to 145 feeling? I mean, is it this is the lowest weight you must have been coming into fight week, right?
Yeah, I feel good. I have good energy. I can spar, you know, so I can still do cardio. So even at the weight cut, I still do cardio. So I feel good. And I even it was yesterday. I remember I have a fight in 10 days or something like that. I forgot, you know. I was talking to her. Oh wait, we are going and mention next week already. Wait, yeah. I say yes. So you know, that means it's good. You know, that means it's good. I'm just focused on my training. I'm not focused about the fight too much. So yeah, for me it's that good because, like I say, I want to feel the moment. You know, I want to enjoy the moment. But if I think too much about the fight, the weight, it's not good for me. So it's good.
Look, I'm so excited for you to make this debut. It makes the 145-pound division more exciting, I think, having you come down and stir it up again. The 155-pound division is, everybody is staring, trying to get that fight with you as well. It's a good time to be Losene Keita. It's a very good time to be an Octagon fan as well, with you in the mix. I just want to say personally, thank you very much for all the moments you give us towards the cage, for the time in the interviews, for your energy. But don't take this smile as kindness, all right? Because when we go face to face in this karaoke face off, you'll see a different Bryan, all right?
Okay. I'm ready already. Now I'm gonna drink some water to for that also I need preparation. So don't worry, I got you, Bryan.
Listen, my man, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for the time today. And I'm going to say the exciting words. We will see you in Munich for fight day, all right?
Let's go.
Losene Keita. Now, Josh, I told you I want that. He called me out at the end of that last fight. Hey, I'm playing, Keita. I ain't playing, all right? You get your little fight out the way, and then I'll see you in the karaoke bar where we can get down. Woo! Not sure he's going to be down for that sort of movement, but he looks in great shape. Like when you see the pictures of him there coming down to 145, still full of that energy, still looks great. And you can hear like he's always full of confidence. But when you're doing that, when you're doing something you haven't done before, he's never been to 145 pounds. You can start getting those little questions in your head. Yeah. There wasn't an ounce of, he was just pure confidence once again.
Yeah, I mean, he is the epitome of a champion. The way that he carries himself, the way that his energy, like the atmosphere when you're around him. I'm so excited to see him make that jump down, see him make a mark, and let's see what he can do.
Let's see what he can do. Now, you talk about making your mark as a champion. There is obviously one guy who, when we look in Octagon, stands out as far as personalities and as a light heavyweight champion. That is Carlos Vermola. He's coming down for that fight against Kinsel that we are hoping and praying comes off May 20th. But this is him, mate. He's got lions, he's got alligators, kangaroos, sharks. He must have been bored one day because he suddenly realised, I don't have any money with my own face on it. Did you see this? He's minted his own coins. Basically, he's decided that I'm just going to make my own. Forget making money in the cage. I'm just going to actually make money.
I like it. I think one day we're going to see Vermola with his own island, and it will be his own country. He'll be recognised as such. That's where the money's going to be distributed. This is what's going to happen. That's his life.
Oh my goodness. And sign me up. Listen, I will be one of those humble servants on that island.
You're the jester.
Yeah, I'll be the jester, or I'll be lion food. Let's be absolutely honest. Let's be honest. So Carlos Vermola, again, being Carlos Vermola, never change, my friend. Also, somebody that we hope never changes, and we want to just say a little thank you to Betty Sulkova. Betty, who looks after us when we're going out. Unfortunately, she, after 6 years with Octagon, is now moving on. And from me personally, and I know from you, Josh, you've met her, and she's looked after us as far as our travel. This lady was the first person I met in Octagon. This was the person who, I remember, just took the extra effort to make me welcome, help me out with understanding who the fighters were, pronunciations of names, things like that. And on top of that, just being awesome. So from us and from me, thank you so much for everything that you've done, in and around the world of Octagon. Whatever you do in the future, we wish you the very best. Keep shining bright. And there's a beautiful moment, and she's earned this little phrase: "Thank God and thank Betty." This is it. And it's, in fact, I'll play the clip. This is from Alex Lahore. This is post-fight after one of his fights. His little tribute to Betty as well.
All I can say is thank you to God for making all of this possible. Thank you to Betty. Betty was very helpful throughout the whole process. She was very, very helpful, always helpful. She does a very good job.
So look, there's a little tribute to Betty. Now, let's look forward, Josh. It's fight week. This Saturday, Munich is happening. Octagon 39. You can watch it live on octagon.tv/EN. Tune in live for this fantastic card. And the card got even better last week, Josh. We added the heavyweight dude, the scariest man in Germany, Hatif Moel, is stepping in finally to have a crack in Munich. We thought he was going to be on the card against Pauash. That was one that we anticipated would have been for that heavyweight title. Pauash has been announced on Liberec. Right. So he's already been announced for April 15th, which for me makes this the contender eliminator, right? This is the second time Hatif will have to do this, but he is going up against Wallace and Carvalho. Now, I've called some of Wallace's fights. He's a Brazilian, but he's a kickboxer. He's a striker. Heavy hands. Really good in the clinch. Good knees. So it will be that striker versus grappler type fight. But the ramifications are within 2 months. One of these guys should be fighting for that vacant heavyweight title, and it's great having the bantamweights, the featherweights. Like we need a heavyweight king, right?
Well, that is the most scariest man in the world officially, isn't it? The most dangerous man. The baddest man on the planet is the heavyweight champ. So I mean, you know how scary it is watching the heavyweights throw down. So I am pumped for this. I can't wait to see it, and I can't wait to see somebody take the belt.
That's what we want. We want that gold to be claimed. Another fight with title ramifications. Javier will take on Pavel Langer. Now, Pavel Langer was supposed to fight Petrashek. Petrashek had to come out of that fight. Javier, who has now earned his spot as that number one contender in that light heavyweight division, has stepped in. He's from Brazil, but he's based in Germany. He's grown his family in Germany. He's got such a good following over there, and his fighting style has really shone in Octagon since he's joined us. But he's going up against Pavel Langer. Now, that is him almost betting his spot as that number one contender against somebody with a style, arguably, that is the worst he could possibly face. Langer, big light heavyweight, extremely good grappling, very strong. So we're going to see if Javier can work his way through that and then claim his spot, or will Pavel Langer derail that hype train and look to make his own mark in that light heavyweight division? I want you to pick one out, mate. Now I want you to tell me what fight is Josh's choice for fight of the night on Saturday.
We've got a Brit on the card, so I'm gonna edge my bets, and I want to see James Lewis. I want to see James Lewis see what he can do for his second fight in Octagon. You know, we're trying to get the Brits signed over to Octagon, the promotion, to go into quite literally enemy territory, into the home crowd. Yeah. I want to see if that's doable. But we met Stoltz, didn't we? We met
did,
him.
yeah.
And he's a lovely guy. So I'm not saying I want to bet against him, but I think that could be a really good fight because they've both got something to prove.
Yeah, without a doubt. Absolutely great shout. We have another Brit on the card as well. We have Teyu Odunjo. He's joined the card. He fights out a Great Britain top team. I think he's opening the fight up against Francisco Boca. Both these guys, every single win is by finish. Wow. Every single win is by finish. And I know from the way that Brad Pickett runs his gym over there, he only puts fighters forward when they're ready. Yeah. So for me, Teo as well, opening the card. And again, when we're looking at these new UK names coming through, one to watch. And then, of course, you get your first taste
the Jungwirth.
Christian Jungwirth on Saturday night. Does that excite you?
It does, mate. After you mentioned it on the last hype, I want to taste Jungwirth.
Listen, that's a t-shirt. if somebody can make me an I want to taste Jungwirth t-shirt, Josh will gladly wear it on every episode of Octagon.
Can I also make a shout out though? We've got Paradisa fighting as well. This card is just starting to...
Honestly, it is a ridiculous card, and it is one that you cannot miss. It goes down this Saturday. The Audi Dome will be absolutely rocking. It is a sellout. It's a card with so many ramifications that will knock on into other cards. And once again, it's a new territory in Germany. So do not miss it. You can tune in octagon.tv/EN. And then to keep up with all of our stuff and all of the news and the announcements, do what you do. Follow us on social media. Subscribe to the channel. I'm taking this man, and I'm going to take Sheila Neverkissia. Sheila Neverkissia and her Kylie Minogue perfume, which still smells so bad, to Munich. So stay strapped in. We will see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.